My name is Lefebvre, and I'm an associate with a consulting firm called Avisio Conseil. I think I'm going to say Twitter, but I know you should not. But in terms of fundamental economic indicators, I'm certainly watching for the current negotiation between the Canadian government and the new Canadian government and the US one on whether they're going to land somewhere on tariff. So I'd be watching for that, because that has caused a tremendous amount of uncertainty. It has literally stopped investment in its tracks, which is normal in an uncertain world. So I would first and foremost watch for this, because when it comes to inflation, as far as Canada's concerned, we're pretty much where we wanted to be, stabilized back to the target at about 2%. So to me, the biggest thing to watch is what's going on and where will the negotiation land between Canada and the United States. The longer the uncertainty is going to go, and the longer it will take before dust settles around will there be tariffs, if so, what size, etc., then you go into stopping investment. And the longer firms do not invest, well, that can jeopardize pretty seriously our capacity to be competitive medium and long term. And that's when the economic negative impact from all of this uncertainty could drag on for longer. So hopefully we're going to get a settlement of that soon. Firms will have an idea as to what the future is going to look like, and then they can go back on track with their investment intentions. Hopefully slowly. There's no emergency here. I know that there's been a lot of finger pointing, telling governments that they've spent too much and all that. But to me, right now, this economy is too fragile to go into a huge reduction in spending to absolutely meet a zero deficit, for example, within 2-3 years. Let's not go down the path of being too drastic about it. But yes, time is definitely for being careful, not overspend, but again, not go drastic, because this economy is too fragile for it. Well, from what we've learned at the forum, interest rates are expected to go down, and I agree with that. A couple more, maybe 3 more times in 2025. So that should be a boon for home buyers. But then you have all the immigration conversation and about shutting down the door, at least drastically reducing the amount of immigrants coming in. That's not going to be a good news for housing demand. But there's already a lot of catching up that has to be done with respect to supply. So I think we're going to find a year that's going to be pretty decent in the housing market. I would not call it a record year, but demand should still be around, and hopefully supply will kick in, and we're going to find some kind of a better equilibrium between supply and demand, because right now there's a total disequilibrium between supply and demand. Supply needs to catch up. Well, there's been a lot of talk during the tariff crisis, if we can call it that, about diversifying exports in Canada. And if you want to diversify exports, you're going to go to Europe. And if you go to Europe, ports and sea transportation and maritime transportation is going to benefit from that for sure. So that's one sector of the economy that could, from a diversification perspective, be doing better off. And sadly, I guess everyone that's got to do with laws and trade wars and settlement of those, and will probably be in a good spot too. But I think the Canadian economy is proving to be resilient. We're not going to go through a great year. It's going to be tough. Tariffs are going to hit, but the Canadian economy is resilient. Consumers have money, so I think retail trade could probably do also decently, but I'm not expecting any particular sector to like skyrocket over the coming year.